Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. In this video I'll be talking about two things. One of it will be the capturing contest. I'll give you guys a quick rundown on how this works exactly. And the other thing that I can talk about is the runes. I was making Ferrothorn runes this morning, and let's actually start by that. I was actually making runes this morning for my Ferrothorn, trying to see if I could complete it. And I was doing some experiments, I was thinking about some stuff which could actually help you guys build your own Pokemons related to runes. So first of all, let's just go over here on the Rune Tower, and one of my usual advices as like progressing in this game is that you usually want to focus your account on having one big attacker. That's because of something like Rune Tower. The earlier you complete this, the better for you. And sadly, I did not get anything over here, so let's go back to our Ferrothorn. But it might not sound like I got anything at all, but maybe I could get something. For example, this one with HP plus 10 could actually be useful if I am lucky enough to roll everything on defense. So if I go over here on this one and I start rolling, right? And then the next upgrade I did not get on the defense percentage, and I start rolling again. The next upgrade I did not get on defense percentage, so I'm just going to not even use that one at all. Now let me explain what I'm even doing over here. First of all, we need to understand the Pokemon that we are using. This Pokemon, Mega Ferrothorn, is not an attacker. If we go and take a look at his stats, which should be over here, he's basically focused on a defensive Pokemon. And right now I am using it as a physical defensive Pokemon, so the defense it's his highest stat, so it's his highest scaling. As you can see with my stats, I have like almost 20k special defense and 26k defense. So because of having a scaling like this, usually what I want with the runes is that I want runes that will multiply my physical defense as well. But if I get other stats that could be beneficial, like attack and special defense, I will not be mad about it. Now, if we look at our base stats once again, we can see that HP is actually low compared to the other three stats. So in this particular situation, I have over here a 5-star orange HP percentage, but this was not an orange one. This was like a purple or a blue one, because if we go and take a look, let's actually go over here to the defenses and take a look, for example, at a purple one. Purple ones start with 3 sub-stats, and if we go to the blue ones, they start with 2 sub-stats, yada yada. That's the logic. So, like, if you get an orange one at the start, the orange one already starts with 4 sub-stats. What this means is that if we upgrade this purple one, so imagine that I want to upgrade this one, it has special defense, and I go over here and enhance it. What happens is that on the first upgrade, it will add a secondary stat or enhance a stat that you already have. So I'm going to do this, and sadly it enhanced a stat that I already have. And what I would probably want is that adding a secondary stat, so adding like the last stat possible, so that I could see like right now if I could use that rune or not. Let me put this in a different way. I have an HP percentage 5-star, and right now it's orange because I upgraded and it changes colors. The moment you get 4 stars, it changes to orange. But this basically only happened when I reached plus 12. So technically, the substats that I got, they are not so good. Even though I have HP percentage, I have another one over here. This one is not HP percentage as a main stat, but it was actually 5-star orange from the start, so the substats actually have a good amount of percentages over here. So if you pull an orange 5-star or 4-star, even if the main stat is not something that you really want right now, if it is something decent enough, you can actually enhance it from the start, because technically you will always be enhancing the stats that you already have, and maybe you are lucky in getting the enhancement on the stat that you really need. So in this situation, for example, I have HP percentage, but then I have speed, and I don't need speed on this Pokemon. So I got another one, which has like a couple of defenses, and we are actually going to compare the stats really quick. So this over here is a screenshot of my current stats, And if we go and change to the new one that I have, which have like better percentages on the substats, we just go and equip, we come over here and we screenshot, and we change and we compare the stats. As you can see, even though the percentage HP is not the main percentage right now, because right now with the new rune I am using flat HP. Can you get out of the way? Okay, I'll just go over here. It's flat HP, as you can see, plus 99 HP, and it will be enhanced. So even though it's not a percentage HP, we can go over there and see that we did not lose much HP. What is this? 160 HP? And to compensate, we got a decent amount of attack, we got like close to 200, we got a little bit of defense, it's not too much, but it's a little bit, and a little bit more of special defense. So like in comparison, we got compensated by so much, and I don't need the speed. Like that extra speed that I was getting, it's only 30 anyways, and I don't even need it. And keeping in mind, it's only 30 speed because in this Pokemon in specific, we have a low speed, so the percentages of the runes, they will scale with the base stats of your Pokemon. So if you want to, for example, build a Mewtwo, what do we have over here? This Mewtwo, imagine, nobody's going to build it because he's not so good in the meta right now, but imagine, I have like a very high base attack and I have a decent speed and kind of a decent defenses, etc. If I want something in my runes, would be focused more on the attack. Now, on this Mewtwo, I had a dumb idea. We have special defense plus 43%. And then we have HP 8, attack 9, speed 2. Now, for example, the speed 2%, it's not like a huge addition. Any speed matters, yes, of course. It allows you to move first. But maybe in this situation it's not like that of a big deal. What if I'm crazy enough to upgrade this 3-star orange defense? Not even percentage, is a flat defense. What will change on my Mewtwo? Over here, I could actually start enhancing it, and it's actually cheaper to enhance. And if I'm lucky, I could get, and actually I'll just do enhance 10 times, let's go. Let's go to plus 12. I was really unlucky, my god. But what I mean, oh whoopsie, I did one more that I should not have done. What I mean is that maybe this one that I enhanced, maybe it would get the rolls on the attack percentage as the main stat, and maybe it would benefit my Mewtwo much more than, you know, than using this one, which is 5 stars plus 15. I hope I was not too confusing related to this subject, because I was not like 100% prepared to do a video like this, but for those who didn't understand what I, like my point of this like rune things, I hope you guys enjoyed. Anyways, let's go to the capturing contest, explaining this to the players that don't really know how this works. I have a screenshot over here that I took from our Discord. This was Tejal's screenshot with almost 8.5k points, and this was his final score on one of the previous capturing contests. How the capturing contest works is that it will start at the time that I'm recording. It will start in around 5 hours. When these 5 hours, so when this starts, every hour will have a new Pokemon. So if we go over here, this was on hour 6, on round 6, and the Pokemon that you could catch was Staryu. As you can see, Tejal had almost 8.5k points, because each Pokemon that you submit on the catching contest, it will award you with points. And every hour, so it's a total of 6 rounds, this will be a 6-hour capturing contest, and every hour you can submit 10 Pokemon. And now, how are these Pokemon related to points is according to the IVs. Basically, the higher the IVs of your Pokemon, the higher the points, like 1 IV equals to 1 point. So for example, imagine that I would be lucky enough to catch a full maxed IV Pokemon. I would get a Pokemon that would be worth 186 points. But of course, catching a full max IV Pokemon is almost impossible. One of the things that you can also do is after you catch that Pokemon, you can actually come over here to the individual values and you can refine fine if you have those leaves and trying to get like better IVs for your Pokemon. We just refine a couple of times like that, and they sometimes have like multiple actually max IVs, something like this. And you might be wondering like, why don't you breathe? It's because you cannot breathe. It's a capturing contest, so only the Pokemon that you capture during today will count for this event. So you can capture the Pokemon. If it has bad IVs, you can change the IVs with leaves like this, but you cannot breed Pokemon to get like better IVs for the capturing contest. So if we take on Tejal's example, he did a total of 8,488 points. This was divided by 6 rounds, right? So it's an average of 1.4k points on each round, and it's 10 Pokemons per round, right? So on average, each Pokemon that Tejal submitted on average was worth 141 points. And reminding you that the max that the Pokemon can have is 186 points, 141 per Pokemon. It's actually a decent average. Now, what do you get from this capturing contest? This capturing contest is only for your server. It does not compete with other servers, so it's actually kinda easy to get a decent reward. Even if you are just on the top 10, getting 25 of those gacha point cards, I mean, it adds up. It will just add up for the future, and you can exchange that into gacha points. So yeah, according to your ranking in the end, of course, you will be rewarded with those items up there. Right now, I cannot exchange any Pokemon because it's not the time of the capturing contest, but when the capturing contest starts, it will tell you which Pokemon you need to capture, and you go and capture it, and over here on the exchange option, you will select the Pokemons that you captured, and you can see how many points each Pokemon will award you. This is basically it for today. Good luck everybody on the capturing contest, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
Press